we are back, and we just finished watching Ghostbusters Afterlife from 2021, rated PG-13 with a runtime of 2 hours and 4 minutes. This is tagged as adventure, comedy, and fantasy, and I guess it fits all those.
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
definitely ticks all those boxes. This is the story of Egon Spengler's daughter, played by Carrie Coon, who plays Callie, a single mom who's just trying to get by. Finds out that her father has passed away and left her a house in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, is it?
Yeah, her estranged father.
Her estranged father, yes. And she brings her 2 kids, Phoebe, played by Mckenna Grace, and Trevor, played by Finn Wolfhard. And Callie is looking at this as an opportunity to start fresh. I'm going to go around the table and get impressions. Gigi, what did you think?
I thought this movie was good.
Did you have a favorite character?
Probably Phoebe.
Phoebe. Did you have a favorite scene?
No.
No. What about you, Olive G?
I really like this movie.
Yeah? Why'd you like it?
Was it exciting?
Yeah. It's just that it was kind of disappointing that they couldn't bring back those bad ASS female group of Ghostbusters for a new sequel.
Oh, well, that's a different
Feegs,
different version of Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Well, it's that's also a different story, so it wouldn't necessarily tie into this. Although it was nice to see original characters from the original Ghostbusters inhabit this world. Did you have a favorite character, Olive G?
Phoebe, definitely Phoebe.
Phoebe was a badass. Mckenna Grace did a really great job doing this role. She was obviously she's the main protagonist, and just really well done. Really, really well done. Did you have a favorite scene, Olive G?
At the end, where it's probably a spoiler though.
Oh.
Some people haven't seen it.
Okay. You know what? Save that, and we'll come back to it. What about you? What'd you think?
I liked it a lot. This was it's definitely a different tone than the last Ghostbusters with the all female cast. That one was more straight up Paul Feig style comedy.
Yeah.
This was a straight up adventure. This reminded me of like Spielberg, like probably the last film I would equate this to would probably be like Super 8.
Yes.
Definitely
had that kind of feel to it.
That same, young kids,
Saving
unsupervised, going around in small town America, saving the world.
Unbeknownst to the adults.
First there was like an all men Ghostbusters, and there was an all female, and now there's just children.
Yeah, everybody gets to be a Ghostbuster.
Yay!
This was directed by Jason Reitman, son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the original.
First one.
Really, just 100% agree with you. Definitely had that tone. This, in a normal situation, would have been a great summer movie at the box office. This would have killed at the box office. Unfortunately,
did they release it at all?
I think they did. That's why it's now. No.
I mean, like, it was in theaters for a while though.
I think it was in theaters.
I think they released it after things started lightening up a bit. Before things
came
went
out
crazy
last summer, maybe. Yeah. I mean, we're just watching it now, but I think in a normal situation, this would have been a bigger deal.
Yeah.
I think the nostalgia factor for people like us who grew up with the original Ghostbusters, it was such a fun movie, and that thing was such a juggernaut when it came out. It was like everywhere.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, but it was such a fun premise. Like these 4 dudes just get together to hunt ghosts,
pursue their passion.
I don't even know if it was their passion. I mean, the Ernie Hudson character just sort of got loped into this, right?
They needed extra help, so they hired him. He had no idea what the hell was going on.
Wait, that was the guy that said, like when those guys said, "I never realized being a Ghostbuster was so hard, or it would be this painful." And then
he said, "Yeah, it is that."
So
painful.
that was that guy.
That was that guy.
Yeah. He played Winston.
That's Winston Zedmore.
Ray is played by the lovely Dan Aykroyd, and Peter Venkman by Bill Murray. And Egon actually makes an appearance, which was
they did a good job with that.
It looked amazing.
It was I guess they got like old footage and mixed it in, and they didn't. I think that it was smart that he never spoke
Yeah.
because generally when you have like a 3D image or something like that, as soon as the mouth starts moving, things get a little bit wonky.
Weird.
Yeah, that looked good. I don't know
It looked
if
really
it
good.
was I'm guessing there was an actor there.
Yes,
And
there is a scene where you're supposed to see him, but
No, I mean, because you could actually see that people were physically interacting with this
You're right.
ghost, and they were literally touching. You know, sometimes when they like, hug the ghost now, and the actor's like trying to like make it look like they're hugging something, and it's like clear there's nothing there.
Yeah,
this was an actual person was there. They probably just like, I guess, CG'd the guy's head or something.
yeah. But they did. I mean, it was seamless. It looked
really good.
Really good.
Yeah, that was some excellent special effects
on there.
The whole movie had good special effects, and I thought it was interesting. Like the demon dogs, I think there were various points when they were like practical puppet things, just like in the original, because it didn't look CG to me.
No,
I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but there were certain scenes. I mean, there were a lot of scenes where it was obvious this was CG. There's no way you can make a puppet run around and do the things that they did.
Like at Walmart.
Like when it was chasing, what's his name at Walmart, that was clearly CG. But when you first see it in Walmart, when it's eating that bag of crap, whatever it was,
no, it's dog food.
Dog food.
Man's gotta eat what it's gotta eat.
Yeah. When it was eating that, that to me looked like it was an actual practical effect.
it could be. It could be. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite scene in this?
When that guy gets torn in half.
I did not see that coming.
made me laugh quite a bit. We'll talk probably more about that in spoilers, but that was like.
I can't believe that actor signed on for like 5 minutes of work.
But
that was hilarious.
Not only that, but like the story, it's like, okay, you scrimp and save and sacrifice and just dedicate your life to something, and it's just like
it kills you.
We're torn in half. It's like, poor guy.
Yeah, I mean, I really impressed with this. It was way better than I thought it would be. I didn't expect to like this as much as I did, and it had a ton of heart. Yeah. There is I will out myself and say I cried. Yes, damn it, I cried.
Me too.
Yeah, the ending really got to me. It was very sweet, and as soon as I saw the For Harold thing, I was like, oh God, why?
Bittersweet.
Very, very sweet. It just hit all the buttons. I think as an action piece, it really works. The story moves at a fairly quick clip. It doesn't drag. Yeah. All the actors in it are doing the work. I didn't feel like there was any lag anywhere in this film.
Yeah. No, and like we said, this is definitely more of like an adventure.
Yeah.
Like it has comedic moments, but it is not a comedy.
No. It's definitely more of an action piece.
It's definitely more. I wouldn't go as far as to say action. I mean, there's no gratuitous fight scenes or anything. No. But it's an adventure, like Super 8. It reminded me a lot of Super 8, where you have like the gang of kids working together to save the world.
I think a lot of the set pieces were great. Seeing the Ghostmobile come back, the Ecto one come back was great. All the accoutrements that they had,
the traps, the proton packs,
Flop or Muncher.
That was new. The Muncher Ghost, he was new.
Yeah, I thought he sort of reminded me of on the radio.
He sort of reminded me of Slimer.
He definitely filled the Slimer role, but I'm glad they just didn't like bust out Slimer because it was. I mean, come on, why would Slimer still be around? He was destroyed in the first movie. So.
Yeah, really.
Well, no, that was an alternate reality.
Or imprisoned in the first movie.
Really well done. Really, just kudos to everyone involved in this project. Really, just nice homage to Ramis. Great, just fun storytelling all around. Yeah, you can't get better than that. I'm going to go around the table and get numbers, and then we'll speak to spoilers. Olive G, what's your number?
9.5.
9.5. I'm going to give this an 8.25. What do you say?
I'll give it an 8.
What do you say?
I I give it an 8 too.
All right. Definitely. If you have not seen this, go do yourself a favor and check out Ghostbusters Afterlife. Fun for the whole family. A little saucy language, but not too gratuitous. There's scenes of peril, but I would say, 10 and up?
Yeah, I mean, they're like, none of the creatures are that scary.
There's not.
I think they show like
gore.
one skeleton ghost,
Yeah.
and nothing really comes of that. It's more of like an homage to the first one.
Right.
Muncher looked like a
The Muncher ghost looked like a tardigrade. He looked like a
caterpillar.
a water bear, or a caterpillar. He had 6 limbs, but he was sort of goofy looking.
Caterpillar legs.
You know, there's the demon dogs, but if you've seen the first Ghostbusters, you've seen them. They were they didn't do any sort of modifications.
No.
They were very true to the original.
Yes.
It'd be funny if Cerberus showed up.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe there'll be a sequel. They definitely seem to be.
They definitely seem to leave that door open.
leave that door open.
FYI to anybody who sees this, please do yourself a favor and wait to the bitter end after the credits, because there's a little bit more story to go through.
Yeah, they have 2 end credits.
Yes. So do you want to speak to spoilers, or?
Do we really need to?
All right, we don't have to. But wait, Olive G, what was your favorite scene? I'm curious.
Yeah, this is a spoiler. So what was your favorite scene, Olive?
So my favorite scene was when so the kid shot at the what was his name? What the hell is the monster's name?
Gozer?
Gozer. When she shot at Gozer, and all of a sudden it went silent, and then the grandpa appeared.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of spoilers, that too was my favorite scene. It was nice that they had the inclusion of the Egon character throughout. In the beginning, you do see someone who's supposed to be him, although he's always in shadow and darkness.
Yeah.
But then something happens and he's no longer on our astral plane, and later on he interacts with the granddaughter, and there's that scene with Callie, the daughter, where she goes into, I guess, his underground lair and sees that he's kind of been following her. So this resentment that she had about her father
has changed
because she realizes that he loved her, but he had a bigger calling.
Yeah.
And I think I agree with Olive G. My favorite scene was when you see Egon and Phoebe blasting Gozer.
Yeah, they're both holding the.
And then the other guy show
together.
up.
Yes, it was great to see.
And then the brother. Oh, yes. I also liked how they brought the marshmallow guys back.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of fun.
They're so cute, but so evil. Some of them actually committed suicide, on the grill.
That was a funny sequence.
But they were so happy. None of them were suffering or in pain.
No, they loved being on the grill.
Even when that guy went in the blender, he splattered against the glass, and you still saw his smiling face.
Yeah.
And also, when they appeared, they said, they were just so excited to see them, I guess. And also, that kid, with that thing that.
The little zapper.
Yeah, it turns into a zapper. He started zapping them, and they started running away. He's just screaming in the car.
Yeah, I liked all the kid actors. I mean, Finn
Wolfhard
seems like he has a long resume at this point, and Mckenna Grace also a lot of work. But the kid that played Podcast and the other girl, I think they were really good too. Very strong characters, very good work. We've had this issue before where sometimes it can be hit or miss with young actors, right? It could be really good or it could be kind of.
Sometimes they're a little too wooden.
Yeah.
Everybody here was great.
Yeah, all the kids were great.
Especially Phoebe.
Phoebe
awesome.
was the GOAT. Phoebe was so amazing. It was so great to see that character. And I like the idea of it being a little girl. Usually you think of adventure and strength being more for little boys, but here she's not that her brother Trevor wasn't smart, but she's the smart one. She's the one that's pretty much following in her grandfather's footsteps.
She basically had to explain what a word was to him.
Yeah.
Well, he was more down to earth. Like,
yeah, he was like a normal
he
teenager.
was normal. I mean,
Yeah.
he wasn't dumb either. He was able to fix that
the car. Yeah. So no, he wasn't dumb, but it was just nice
yeah,
that
he wasn't just the dumb older brother. He
No.
actually had some substance to him as
No,
well.
no, absolutely. But I like the idea of how in the original Ghostbusters, Egon was the brain, and here it's inherited in his granddaughter.
Yeah.
She's the one that's going to probably follow in his footsteps.
Yeah,
she
she's
also
the science
doesn't
nerd.
really show emotion.
Well, I think she's socially awkward.
She was a bit awkward. She
Yeah.
had a penchant for telling just terrible jokes.
Are you kidding
were
me?
funny.
Those jokes were amazing. Her
Some of them
jokes were funny.
Some of them were funny.
I thought they were good, but,
Yeah.
The cigarette and the hamster joke. I love that.
Yeah, I just you know what it's kind of cool because you don't see that representation a lot in films. The awkward geeky girl who really just rallies and is strong and saves the day.
yeah.
So that from that vantage point, I think it's also great. All right, so I guess that's it from us, and we will bid you all a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.